A man once reached a point in life where everything around him said it was over. Not just difficult, not just slow, over. His name was Harland Sanders, and at 65 years old, he stood with almost nothing to show for his entire life. No savings, no stable job, no business. Just a small government check that barely covered his daily needs. Society had already labeled him a failure. Too old to start again. Too late to dream. Too tired to fight, but inside him something refused to die. Long before the world knew his face, before his name was printed on signs and buckets, before his image became a symbol recognized across the globe, his life had been shaped by struggle. From childhood, life was unforgiving. He lost his father early and was forced to grow up before he was ready. School did not last long for him. Responsibility came early and opportunity came late. He worked wherever he could. He tried farming, believing honest work would lead to a stable life. It failed. He worked on railroads, hoping for security. It did not last. He sold insurance, knocking on doors with hope in his eyes, only to face rejection again and again. He even studied law and opened a small practice, thinking this would finally be his breakthrough. That failed too. Every time he tried to build something, it collapsed. Years passed. Decades passed. Others moved forward while he stayed stuck. People around him quietly began to think he was unlucky, incapable, or simply not meant for success. And slowly, without realizing it, he began to believe that too. By the time he reached his 60s, the world had moved on without him. Younger people were building businesses. Families were settling into comfort. Retirement was supposed to be near. Instead, he was starting from nothing. Yet there was one thing he had never stopped doing. Cooking. In a small gas station kitchen, he cooked meals for travelers. Not fancy meals, not expensive meals. Just honest food made with care. Over time, he perfected a fried chicken recipe. A recipe so good that people would return just to taste it again. Word spread locally. People talked. Customers asked for more. That chicken became the one thing that made him feel capable again. When everything else failed him, that recipe remained. At 65, when most people accept defeat, he made a decision that changed everything. He decided that his life was not finished yet. He put on his white suit, packed his recipe, and began traveling across America, not in comfort. Not with investors or connections, just belief and determination. He knocked on restaurant doors, one by one. He asked owners for a chance. Not money, not ownership, just a taste. If they liked it, he asked for a small royalty on each piece sold. And almost every door closed. Some owners did not listen. Some laughed. Some told him his idea was outdated. Some told him he was too old to start anything new. Rejection became his daily routine. Miles of travel just to hear no, day after day, week after week, month after month. More than 1,000 times, he was rejected. Each rejection tested him. Each no whispered the same message: stop, give up, go home, accept reality. But he did not stop. He understood something most people never realize. Rejection is not proof that you are wrong. It is proof that you are trying. He kept moving. He kept knocking. He kept believing that one yes could change everything. And one day it did. One restaurant owner tasted the chicken and saw potential. That single decision, made without knowing its future impact, changed history. That restaurant started selling his chicken. Customers loved it. Sales increased. Other restaurants noticed. Slowly, one yes became two. Two became five. Five became dozens. The same people who once rejected him now wanted his recipe. Years passed. His name spread. His brand grew. The old man, once ignored by society, became a symbol of persistence. Kentucky Fried Chicken was born. At an age when most people fear starting over, he became a millionaire. After 70, his success finally arrived. Not overnight, not magically, but steadily. His story teaches a powerful truth. Life does not follow a schedule. Success does not ask your age. Dreams do not expire because time passed. Most people quit not because they are incapable, but because they stop believing. They let failure convince them that trying again is pointless. But Colonel Sanders stayed longer than failure expected him to. If you feel late in life, remember this. If you feel behind, remember this. If people around you think your best years are gone, remember this. Your timing is your own. Your pace is your own. Your path is your own. The world will try to define you by your past, but your future does not need its permission. Every rejection you face is shaping you. Every failure is building resilience you cannot see yet. Every setback is teaching lessons success never could. The only true defeat is stopping. There are people who succeed early and quit early. And there are people who struggle for decades and rise when no one expects them to. History remembers those who refuse to disappear. Colonel Sanders did not chase approval. He chased belief. And belief carried him through rejection, exhaustion, and doubt. If he had stopped at 65, the world would never know his name. If he had listened to those who said it was too late, his story would have ended in silence. Your story is still being written. Maybe today feels like rejection, maybe this year feels like failure. Maybe the doors keep closing, but it only takes one open door. One moment. One decision. One step forward when quitting feels easier. Do not underestimate how close you might be. The dream you are carrying is not foolish. The timing is not wrong. And you are not finished yet. Keep moving. Keep believing. Keep knocking. Because sometimes the life that looks like it is ending is actually just beginning.